What's going on, YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P back again for another video. Now, as always, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, turn on your post notifications so that you stay up to date with all of my latest uploads. All right, folks, here we are. The day has finally arrived. It's June 4th. Right now, DDG should be in court. This is his first time seeing Halle Bailey and Halo in a while. So I'm pretty sure he's kind of like going through those emotions. But as far as DDG, he needs to stay strong because he has to present his case. It's not only...
No offense, but if you're thinking about getting a HELOC...
added thing. Halle Bailey, claims that, DDG smashed a Ring camera and he was being crazy and acting wild as hell. And she says she has the footage off of the Ring doorbell camera that can prove her case. So that's part of the evidence that she's bringing in. And let's just kind of break down what exactly both parties want. As far as DDG, it's pretty plain and simple. He wants 50-50 custody of Halo. He wants to be able to, I guess, have some leniency on when he can see Halo. That's just pretty much his thing. Now, as far as the defense of what he's going to be bringing to court, or what he has brought to court, is also alleged footage from his cameras inside of his DDG mansion that he was staying in when him and Halle were together. So apparently he's got video footage of her as well, beating up him, punching him allegedly, or whatever was going on in that house. He's got footage as well. And that's why he was so confident about this date, because it'll show the judge that she's just as crazy as him, allegedly. So far as what Halle Bailey wants 100% custody. She also wants to restrict DDG of getting any passports or anything where he can take, Halo out of the country or anything like that. She wants him to stay within Los Angeles County. She also wants DDG to pay for today's hearing, any legal fees. And also she wants DDG to have professional monitoring for 6 hours each week while he's with Halo. She really wants him to be there with Halo and not leave him with his mom, as she's been saying. She said that he's never there with Halo. Halo's always with his mom while he's out, doing shit, streaming or whatever he's got going on, which I can understand that because that's his job. He has to keep working and stuff like that to pay his bills. Just like she's an actress, she has to go off and film movies to pay her bills. Now, the thing that everybody has been talking about with the Halle situation, and the only thing that's really making it look bad, is the timing. Now, mind you, all of this stuff happened prior to her probably being booked for this 2-month role in Italy, where she has to be in Italy to film for 2 months. And when that came up, it seems like that's when all of this came out. Restraining order, everything that just went crazy. It's been on, like I said, on CNN, on Fox News, Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, you name it. It went everywhere and it went crazy. And I'm like, what really was the last straw that broke the camel's back? And apparently it was the Brent Faiyaz accusations about when she was in St. Lucia and stuff, and just DDG is wilding out, allegedly. So here we are. There's a court date. She said that she really didn't want to do this court thing, but DDG wouldn't work with her. As far as scheduling to see Halo, he wants to pop in when he wants to and see his son when he wants to. But he's got to realize that him and Halle are no longer together. She has her life too. You can't just be busting through the door. That's her argument. His argument is he just wants to see his son. And, Halle Bailey wants to also, I guess, limit him or stop him completely of saying Halo name on stream and her name because of his fans, DDG Squad, Woshin or whoever, Aiden Ross supporters coming at her, getting in her inboxes and comment section and going crazy on her, threatening her, and she's feeling unsafe. It just comes with it. Whenever you go against somebody that's a big figure, such as a DDG, it just comes with it. I mean, you become an op and they go hard. And like I say, she had to turn off her comments on Instagram for that exact reason. It's even if DDG tells people to stop, they not. That's why he didn't even tell nobody. To leave you alone, especially after this came out. He was like, it is what it is. All the gloves off, man. If you know what comes with this because of what you did. The decision that you made to take him to court, get this restraining order, embarrass him in front of the public, and he didn't like that, and neither did his fans. Just is what it is. So like I said, right now they're in court. DDG has his stuff with his lawyer. And
great news, Spectrum Internet customers. Now you can try Spectrum Mobile risk-free.
He didn't stream really until late because he's getting everything together. You haven't seen DDG at the DDG mansion with his mom and them in a minute, but I'm pretty sure George and Mama DDG and him, they're in the courtroom right now. And like you said, DDG mom was definitely in the paperwork. And there's a lot of stuff in that paperwork. Even fans' comments were in the paperwork. If you guys looked at it, it's just, this is just crazy. But like I say, it's just the timing that Halle did it. I'm not saying that none of this didn't happen to her because, I mean, she sounds like she's serious. But at the same time, it's just like, why would you do all this now? Like, what I'm saying? Like, why would you do it? Oh, the Italy thing. That's what everybody's kind of jumping on. It was like, yo, this is just the timing. If she would have did this with nothing like coming up, talking about she leaving the country and all that for 2 months and she don't want to be without Halo, I think people would have been like, oh, wow, DDG's a monster, this and that, and really was going to be on him because it's like, well, she ain't got nothing going on. She's still in LA in her house and she's saying he's breaking in her house and taking pictures of her bed, saying that she's sleeping with different men allegedly and all kind of stuff. But I just feel like it's just the timing of it all. It just feels like she just threw something out there so she can get a restraining order so DDG will leave her and her son alone. And I think DDG did say that. He said when he went over there to go see his son, he just wanted to run, put his son in the shower, get some steam in his nose and all that stuff when Halo had RSV. He did say he feels like Halle's trying to make it like leave us alone, like me and my baby, like he's not the dad of the child. And I feel him on that. As far as the violence and stuff, like I don't know if he did what she's alleging that he did, but it's just only thing knows is that ring camera, him and her, and all the cameras that was in his house. And I'm pretty sure that the court case today is not going to be of a non-emotional, case because she's going to be saying stuff in front of him. It's not like he's on the phone and he might get enraged. He might get agitated and she lying, because DDG, when I met DDG, he was cool, laid back, whatever. I don't know how when he's agitated, he gets, he might, snap. You never know what people are going to do when they're uncomfortable. And if DDG gets uncomfortable while he's in this courtroom, Halle might get that 100%, that 100% full custody. But hopefully, man, they're able to make some kind of agreement and go from there. But like I say, I don't know what DDG was doing, and I don't know what Halle was doing. I can tell Halle, like she even stated that she has a mean streak, and DDG got a little, ego attitude every now and then too, just like any other human. So I think what got us here is even when DDG and Halle were together, it did seem like she was, I don't know, it just seemed like she was trying to isolate Halo from being with him. Sometimes I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I feel like she was kind of controlling. He couldn't do this. He couldn't show Halo off. He couldn't do, it was just a bunch of me. This my baby, my baby, my baby. And I think that's kind of what got us here because Halo, I don't even know if Halo was he 1 yet when it was still, no, because they had the 1 year old birthday, but I don't think her and DDG was together. I think they tried to work it out a little bit after that, but right after that birthday and everything failed. And I think their biggest issue is because of who wants, to be the better parent, who wants the control of Halo. And that's what it is. I think what really brought them to where they are now is the Halo situation. And that happens in a lot of relationships outside of just DDG and Halo. A baby always seemed like come in and break up girlfriend and boyfriends, baby moms, baby daddies. It's just what it is. It's just people switch up sometimes when babies get involved. Parents change. And I think DDG just wanted to have fun with his son, play ball with his son, dress his son like he wants to, and Halle wants to be the mother and protect her and stuff like that. So it just wasn't gonna work. It's too big egos in the middle. You know what I mean? Two big egos colliding. It was just too much going on. But like I say, hopefully the right decision is made in the courts by the judge. Best of luck to both of them. And I hope they can eventually work things out where they can be cordial and be in the same room and be cool. But I know restraining orders and bad mouthing people, I don't know the damage that's going to be permanently done, because it's definitely some damage, guys. And unfortunately, here we are. It's June 4th, Halle Bailey versus DDG. Court is in session, guys.
Now, this one is of Halle.
I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. All of the above. Where you go? Who are you with? That's me. Oh, how long are you gonna be there? Oh, okay. Cool. Good to know.
All right, so that old clip of Halle definitely confirmed